Good evening all and welcome to another video on Untitled Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night, and because it's Jubilee weekend to celebrate the Queen's 70th year of her reign, we're going for a Jubilee Ale from St. Peter's, and it is entitled Jubilee Ale. Not very original, but it is what it is. It is a light caramel aromaed beer with a late bitterness. It weighs in at 4% ABV, and it says on the back that it has English pale malts combined with Challenger and Goldings hops. So classic stuff. It says they provide the bitterness and aroma. The result is a highly distinctive light golden ale with caramel aromas, a pleasing toffee apple flavour, and a late bitterness. Toffee apple in beer. Interesting. So, I've not had huge success with St. Peter's beers before, and I've admittedly only had the alcohol-free. Apart from one other one, which was the plum something or other. Anywho, let's see what this one's all about. Interesting toffee apple flavours. That's a cider thing, but does it work in beer? Let's find out. So, let's get it open and pour into my Lemmy glass. My Lemmy Beer Festival glass. So the pour is the right colour. See if we can get a nice. It's a nice looking beer, I'll give it that. So, that's your beer in a glass. You can see my boat race through it. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for you guys. Anyway, golden, nice deep gold. A little bit of carbonation rolling up to a nice, slightly off-white head. Yeah, up close again. It looks all right. I like the look of that. Let's have a whiff. Classic. It's a classic, hoppy, malty, balanced golden ale. The Challenger hops are singing. They are absolutely singing. Love the aroma. Lovely slight bitterness on the nose. Beautiful Challenger hop. It stinks of it in a good way. Trying to get the caramel. I'm not really getting it, but everyone's nose is different. I don't get the caramel, but does it taste like toffee apples? Let's find out. Cheers. I can see what they're getting at. I can. It's a nice body. It's slightly lighter than medium. Carbonation is on point. It's really good. The flavour's quite well balanced. You've got a nice malt profile sitting behind it. It is a sweet malt profile, and on the back end it does become slightly sugary, almost. Yeah, I guess that's where you're going to get your toffee notes from. And it's almost like a burnt toffee flavour. It's quite nice. It's hoppy, and the bitterness does kind of come towards the back end, as they mentioned. It is really quite nice. Super easy drinking, subtle bitterness, beautiful hops, and it's classic Challenger. It's just got that thing. It's almost twiggy, but not quite. And that burnt toffee, almost cinder toffee-like thing going on, I really like. I really like that, actually. That tastes stronger than the 4% as well, is what I was going to get at. So, Jubilee Ale from St. Peter's Brewery. What do I think of you? Well, before I tell you exactly what I think of you, we're going to go to the scoreboard of joy from Untapped, which says that there have been 301 check-ins with an average of a very nice Gibson guitar, the 335. Yeah, it's decent. It is decent. but I think it's a little bit better than that 3.35. So my scoreboard of joy is currently void of anything, including the extras, which I've forgotten to add back in after I rubbed them out. So we'll put them back in now. VFM, buy again. And the bonus. Pop them in. There we go. So, looks, it's a good looking beer. It's the right colour for a golden ale. Let's just top it off so we can see a little bit more of that head. Not so mental. Yeah, just a little bit. It's a nice looking beer. It fits the style, it's the right colour, we've got a nice head to it. Can I fault it? No, I cannot. I'm going to give it a point. Aromas are nice. It's not as caramelly as they suggest, but it is nice. It stinks of Challenger hops. You've got a beautiful malt there. You can smell a little bit of that bitterness coming through. It works perfectly for the style. I can't fault it. I'm going to give it a point. Body is light to medium with good carbonation and a nice mouthfeel. What more do you want? It's clean, it's crisp, it fits. I'm going to give it a point. Taste. I really like the taste. It's got a beautiful burnt toffee, cinder toffee type thing going on. The malts are balanced, but they become quite sweet towards the end. And that really is the only criticism I can levy against it, is that malt becomes almost like a crystallized sugar thing at the back end. It's not bad if you like that thing, but I would just prefer that toned down just a little bit. I mean, there is some bitterness, and it does kind of balance it out a little, but the sugar kind of flavour is a little bit prominent for me. I'm going to give it the 0.75 on that front. It's still very, very good. The finish is okay. It is okay. Let's go back to it. It's where you get most of that bitterness and a little bit of that sugary kind of malt on the back end as well. It makes you want to go for another sip though, because it's tasty. And yeah, it does what it should for a golden ale. It's balanced on the back end with a subtle bitterness. Like I say, same criticism I can levy against the flavour, I will levy against the finish. There's a little bit too much sweetness on the back end for me. And I'm give it the 0.75, which by no means is a bad score. It's 4.5 out of 5 on my Untapped scoreboard of joy. Does it offer value for money? It's about £1.80 in my local Morrison's. Maybe about £1.90. I forget exactly which. I know they're a little bit different to Tesco, but I forget which way. Decent ale for the money. Yeah, absolutely, it's value for money. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I would. Because it's tasty, it fits the bill, and it's a sensible price. Can't have the bonus points. It didn't get a full 5 out of 5, but 4.5 out of 5 plus 2 extras is always a good score. So yeah, there we go. A positive beer from St. Peter's for me, and it's kind of good that it is fitting on the anniversary of the 70th year of the Queen's ascension to the throne. I get a good beer out of St. Peter's in her name. So there we go, ladies and gents, boys and girls. If you get to try it, get yourself down to Morrison's or St. Peter's direct. I'm sure they'll sell it to you. Otherwise, their business model is not very good. They won't sell you beer. But definitely get out and try it if you're a fan of the golden ale style. And Scott from Scott and Wonders World, this is one you should try if you've got a Morrison's near you, because I know you're out for suggestions on traditional ales at the moment. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we'll leave it there and say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon next week for some very special beers. Catch you then. Bye.